Hello, hello, Libras. Thank you so very much for joining me today for your reading. So, we're just going to jump right in. This will be your energies for the last couple of weeks of May 2021. Many of you are already in this energy and moving through it, and it's just going to flow you right into the next month for those of you vibing with me. So, let's jump right in. It looks like you are very busy during this time. For my Libras out there, you are working your butt off for some really, really big new start. Something that's really important. We're seeing you being very deliberate. This is the Knight of Swords here. So, in this deck, he's the game master. So, it looks like you're controlling the situation. You are working on organizing something. You're being very analytical with the Knight of Swords. You're delivering messages. You're emailing people. You're making phone calls. You're getting quotes, things of that nature. But whatever this situation is that you are in control of and working on, it looks like you're going to win, you know? It looks like you're going to come out on top. This is a very successful situation for you. So, this is one of those situations where you are in full control for my Libras out there. And whoever you're coming up against and whoever's trying to prevent you or attack you, they might as well be playing checkers because you're playing chess and you're the game master. You're going to win. We see your previous victories and trophies here in the back, but it looks like you're going to be drawing from these previous things that you've experienced in your past, previous employer, previous circumstances with schools and things of that nature. You're going to use all these skills that you have and information that you have at your disposal for a new start that's happening very soon or that you're already working on. And it's going to take you from your young age to your older, more mature age where you're able to go travel and live life more fully and kind of get yourself out there. But we see you taking huge leaps right now, being very, very diligent. We see your money looks good during this time frame. You might also have a relatively young earth sign around you, coming from your childhood, who is working very hard, and you're working very hard with this person. We see the paint all over them, like they've planted seeds. This carrot is growing in the window here. This again denotes possibly childhood, somebody you know from school or something of that nature. You could also have earth in your chart, or just good money during this time period again for many of my Libras out here. So whatever this is you're working on, the situation that you're being very meticulous about, you're being very analytical about this situation for this new start, because whatever this is, you want it to be a legacy. You want it to last for a long time. And even when we see these names on these pillars right here, these people are legacies. These people are family. These people left a mark on the world, and that's kind of what you want to do. We see you moving on to a elevated position, after a lot of diligence work, a lot of hard work put into this, learning a lot, um, gaining a lot. We see the Princess of Discs, so we know this involves money as well. Um, but we see it bringing you fame or recognition, notoriety in some kind of a way. The rock star, this Knight of Wands energy is a very passionate energy, but in this deck in particular, it very specifically speaks to notoriety, public notoriety, and attention. So it looks like this thing that you're working on during this time period for this very important new start for you is going to be financially lucrative for you and give you a good financial footing, because you've laid the groundwork for a firm foundation. And it's also going to bring you some form of recognition, public recognition. So during this time, maybe you will see, your public media presence grow. Maybe people will start coming to you asking you for your services, or you'll see that this school that you're trying to get in, you get recognized. They'll like your essay. Many of you could be graduating during this time or moving on to a new situation, as it is graduation period for a lot of college students and children around the world and such. So, but yes, we see you getting recognition for your hard work, this meticulous attention to detail. Whatever situation you are involved in, you are the game master. This is something you're going to be highly successful with, something you'll gain recognition for, gain monetary success with. So let's go ahead for my Libras and jump into the psychic deck and see if there's anything you need to work on during this time period, anything that'll help you, you need to know, anything in the background, foreground, anything like that. Let's see what the Psychic Tarot has to say to our Libras vibing with me during this time period. This looks really, really good. I know you Libras are always very diligent and analytical, but whatever you're doing right now, it looks like it's going to pay off really well for you. You're going to master whatever this is you're doing if you haven't already. So good luck with those of you who are, and going to college, going to high school, or whatever it may be, starting a business. It's going to be successful. This has signs of hard work. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes total sense. No wonder you're so meticulous. You're so hard working towards this because you've suffered a lot of heartache and loss in the past where people used you at work situations, love situations, and it caused you heartache and pain. So you learned from those situations to move forward. Yeah, this new start is what's going to bring you your material success, your financial success. After having gone through this new beginning that you're working on that brings you legacy wealth. I don't know if you can see the shadow of her, this woman walking by this wall here with the names on it. But she's touching her own hand as an older woman. The older woman is better dressed, has a travel bag in her hand. You know, she's more worldly, more experienced, more financially comfortable. So it looks like these things that you've gone through with these roadblocks, these people trying to prevent you, hold you back from success and the things that you deserve in life, it's taught you a lot. And you went from being played to being the game master. Now you're going to reap some material success and harvest because of it, because, you worked your butt off. See a lot, you doing a lot of communication during this time about your finances, potentially with an earth sign, and vice versa. Yeah, just a lot of communication with earth signs during this time period. Smart earth signs you've known at least 5 years. Um, People that are going to help you perpetuate your business and use them. You could be helping an earth sign with their business around you, helping an earth sign with school, college classes, essays, and things of that nature, speaking projects, speaking engagements, public speaking, things of that nature during this time frame for my Libras out there. But we see all of these things that you're doing, all of these things that you've been through, leading you to a point of material harvest. And, as you can see in this card, he's harvesting a little bit of everything. It's not just money. It's not just the structure, the stability of the pillars behind him, having more than enough food and things of that nature. When you harvest that kind of abundance, that's enough to help others. You know what I mean? Maybe some of these people lose names on these walls. But we see you using your abundance for good. We see you working again, or earth sign working with you, or you working with them. Somebody you've known at least 5 years, or possibly from childhood, since you were 5 or something of that nature. Could be a 5-year difference in age. But again, your throat chakra being very important, speaking up being very important. Whatever this is, you should try to make yourself the face of it, or the voice of it at the very least. That's going to be very important, in particular if you're working on a business for some reason. Yeah, you're going to want to be the voice of it. That's very important. For some reason, I just keep hearing the voice of it. So make sure that you do that. So this is going to be a great beginning. So we see you being in the spotlight, and we see this new beginning being very successful. It says love begins. So for those of you who might be single, this rock star energy, this fire sign energy could potentially be a new mate coming in. But for those of you who are already coupled, I'm not even reading on relationships right now. This is very financial and business focused, school focused, outwardly focused, things like that. It's not really romantic focus, but it looks like whatever this situation is that's going to bring you notoriety and fame, you also love this, or you will grow to love this company, this business, this job, this school. It's very important. Um, it's going to be very important for your legacy success and your financial success moving forward. It's going to allow you the ability to be able to travel and just pick up and go when you want to do things. You're going to really have control over your life, like full control, and really, really feeling control after a lot of suffering. Just feeling caged in, blocked off at every turn, held down, stuck in between a rock and a hard place all the time. You've learned so much from those situations that you've become the game master now. And it's time for you Libras to, thrive. Go get that money. It wants to come in. You have some stardom, some measure of notoriety that wants to come in for you. Um, we see you working hard for this new start, for this material labor. It's not like this material harvest. It didn't come to you like it just dropped out the sky. This is you working your butt off. You worked your butt off to become the game master after significant heartache and loss. Deserve for this financial harvest. But you worked for it, and you're working for it still. It's not like somebody handed this new beginning to you. This new loving thing that you're creating, that you're working on, that you're a part of. Nobody handed this to you. It took blood, sweat, and tears. It took heartache and loss. That's trauma and pain. It took you learning how to speak up for yourself, how to become the voice of your business, how to become the voice of your life, and just take your power back. We have message of concern here during this time frame. So you might hear some news from a Virgo, or Virgo might give you some news regarding material harvest or work or something during this time. But, all situations can be solved. We do see 2 5s on the 5. So that denotes some sort of a change in some situation involving potentially an earth sign male. So you could have an earth sign male communicate something to you that brings you some sort of a concern. For my Libras out there, if you're vibing with this, it would be a much older person, elderly person. And then we get message again, not of concern. So it just looks like you're going to be communicating. Might be a little dramatic. This older male figure might try to be dramatic with you, basically, I guess you could say. But about what they're talking about. They might be a little dramatic. They may be dramatic in nature, but this doesn't look, although it says a message of concern, we just got message here. So you're going to hear some news involving this person saying something or to you, or maybe it's an earth sign, or saying something to an earth sign, communicating in some kind of way about an earth sign. They could be an earth sign. But initially you might think it's a message of concern, but it's not. It's just a message. It's just a message about some sort of a new start, wanting recognition, wanting to be in a spotlight, wanting to be the leader or something. So be out on the lookout for somebody coming in, trying to be maybe a little manipulative, paint a picture in a way that it didn't happen or something. Maybe try to get you to help them with something. You're probably not going to want to do it though. Libra, I'm not getting you wanting to evolve yourself with this, because it just feels like drama. And I feel like you're more focused on growing something, some sort of a new beginning you're highly focused on that's very lucrative for you. So can stay focused on that. You are right. Continue to focus on it, because you have some beautiful things coming in. This is a good period for money. This is a good period for business building and new beginnings. You'll be in a spotlight. I don't know if that's social media or not, but this is going to lead to you being in the spotlight. So you might see an influx in social media followers or attention coming your way during this time as well. What else? We did see this is a good monetary period for you. It's not going to be a bunch of money flowing in, but you're not going to have any money problems. It's going to be there when you need it. And what else? Yeah, you're mastering something at this point. You've become the master of something, or you're mastering some aspect of your life that's leading to a new beginning, taking your power back, taking control over yourself and the things that you want. And it's related to your finance and some sort of a public recognition. So this is like a really good financial period for you, very comfortable for you during this time frame. Nothing crazy happening, no real crazy energies happening. You remember to always do your spiritual work, keep your energy cleansed and blessed and protected for my Libras out there, and continue to work hard and diligent on this new start that you're working towards, because it's going to be financially prosperous. It looks like you're going to have legacy wealth from it. So that's very, very nice. Or at least the ability to come and go as you please and live a very, very comfortable older life as well. So all the best to you Libras out there. I love you guys. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you like and subscribe. I'll see you guys soon.